body painting. Oops.
You're live.
Yeah,
Don't talk about painting your body now.
I'm not going to do it because I don't want you to get demonetized. Was there nobody in the chat?
We got just a couple people.
Hey, Grasshopper.
Yep, we got Grasshopper and Sky and Mike and Kathy was here. I don't know if he's still here. And that looks like about it right now. We'll just kind of give it a few minutes. Oh my God, there's Derek.
Hey, Derek. 44 Fish Guy and more.
Have not seen you forever, Derek. There's a link up at the top if you want to come up and say hi. You're welcome to. There's not a lot going on tonight because there's a big fish show going on and a lot of people are at the fish show. So, like Ed is at the fish show and Skipper and just a bunch of people are at the fish show.
I'm going to put some crickets in there in a little bit with those geckos.
But Bob needs to show everybody his new geckos. I'm going to blow you up for a minute while you show everybody your new geckos.
We'll wait till people get in here. Hey, Sandy.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sandy.
Wait till there's some people in here.
Okay, we'll wait for a few more people.
Oh, he bit her on the tail. I may be setting up another place. I've got another tank.
He bit her on the tail?
I think. I didn't see what he did. He came up behind her and maybe he just stepped on her and she ran to the other side. They fight, I'll separate them, but they haven't been fighting in that box. It's been real quiet in there all evening. We have 4 mods for Skydancer. It'll take that many too, I'd say.
Everybody's going to be watching you, Skydancer. Look out. I don't even know how many people will get in here tonight. If we don't get a lot of people and it's kind of dead, we might like just do an hour and call it good.
That'll work. So Rebel Rouser. Mike called it out. Mike said what he said.
Oh, there's Derek. Hey there, Derek. How goes battle?
Hey, Bob.
Howdy.
Have not seen you in a long time. Are you still in Texas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've just been working a lot. New job.
I don't have any coffee yet because I got it going early and was sitting here waiting and I was thinking, dang, it's taking a long time. And I went over and looked and I didn't turn it on.
Oh,
so
that
so I don't have any coffee yet. I got to wait for my coffee.
Grandpa had a name for people like that.
Dumbasses?
No, worse than
Mm. How y'all been?
Good.
Oh, just normal, getting older. Older by the day. Hi, Jenny Lynn.
Jenny Lynn. Hello.
Jenny.
I don't like those Keurigs because you can't get them hot enough. And they're not environmentally friendly with all the little cups. And I can't make the coffee as strong as I want to. Hi, GRB. So I just have like a French press that I use.
You can hot
Yeah,
rod
most of
them.
them don't get hot enough. They do have little like reusable filters you can buy, but
Mike,
they're
I
usually
almost thought another ball python tonight. Almost. Let me go look and I'll tell you what kind it is. Really pretty. They've got it on consignment. A good price. I'm still here, so don't talk any shit, Pam.
Okay, I'll try not to.
It's a spinner blast. The
Interesting.
name of it. Really pretty. The one they have there is prettier than the ones I'm looking at. But they run like 600 to 1800. Guess it depends on the pattern. 450. This one's 200. This one's 250. So that's on the low end.
I know
Good idea,
one of my kids got when they got like a piebald, and it was like $650.
Yeah, they have one of those at 600. But this is prettier, I think. I'll send it to you and you can share it if you want to.
Yep, I can do that.
That's just some of the ones on Morph Market. That's what I was looking at the store today. Let's all talk shit on Bob while he's gone.
Okay, let's pull up a whole page of them.
I know.
So it's a pewter spinner that you're looking at?
It's just a spinner blast, they said.
Not the pewter spinner, so a spinner blast.
It looks more like the queen spin or the belts, but really pretty. Kind of in between.
Spinner blast. Okay, I found it. The one that's $500?
Yeah, that's the one that it looks most like that, but it's light colored than that, but has those markings. Yeah, but this one's 250. The one right below it, the orange dream, is more what it looks like, or two below it, I guess. It's more that color. Really a pretty snake and real gentle. It's a year old. It's a female. She told me it was a male, and I said, well, the tail doesn't look long enough. She took it out and sexed it, and it was a female. So I thought that's the first time I've ever been able to guess one right that I know of. Yeah,
that's a spinner blast.
Yeah, it's more the yellowish ones than that, but yeah, it's really pretty.
Like this one here, a banana spinner blast.
Not that yellow. Nah. I should have taken a picture of it while she had it out, but she was closing and I didn't want to. I think down in the right-hand corner is the one that's closest to it. In the
this
bottom.
One here? That one?
It's got darker markings than that, but anyway, that's basically what it is.
Oh, cool.
You know, the regular ball pythons are like 100 or whatever at PetSmart. So to pay 200 for one like that is probably a good deal, especially since
Jenny Lynn says they got their new one out to eat last night for the first time.
she said it ate. I asked her if it ate. She said it ate really well. They named it, oh crap, she told me and I like the name. It's a really good name. Art. I can't remember anything. I woke up today thinking it was Sunday and was sending messages, like to the Tennessee Fish Mafia and should we cancel the stream tonight and talking to people about the schedule for Monday like it was tomorrow and I was all messed up.
Did you cancel the stream for tomorrow?
No.
Okay, good.
Go back and look at the messages from this morning.
I just saw, kind of came in at the end, I guess, because I just saw where you thought it was the wrong day.
Yeah, it was the wrong day. I thought with Ed and Susie at the blast, I didn't know, or the clash, the blast.
The cat,
Yeah,
the Keystone thing.
Yeah, the Keystone Clash. That's where everybody's at tonight.
I didn't know if we would have anybody show up tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with things lately, so I barely know what's going on.
Yazzie's in there fussing. I told him not to get on the bed. I've got to get a new ladder or new steps for the Chihuahuas. I added a mattress, a really nice mattress. I have a twin bed, you know, not a cot, a twin bed, but I added a real nice mattress on top of the springs of mattress that were on it. And it's high now. It's like another 10 inches taller. Yazzie can get up, but he can't get back down.
You need to get one of those little steps.
He's got one, but it's only 4 steps. I need 5 or 6 steps. Milo didn't even try. Let me go let him down. Don't be talking shit to him.
I never talk shit.
Right.
What's he talking about, Derek? Do I ever talk shit?
That was some shit right there.
The house is starting to get cold tonight. We're supposed to get down to like 37 tonight for a low. Fall is here. I'm going to have to turn on the heater pretty soon.
Well, I thought you said August.
It's only getting cool at the night times here.
Oh, we've been having like 60-degree days, and it's dropping in the 30s at night. I think the warmest we got a couple days this week where it's going to get into the 70s, but that's the hottest it is right now, which is good because I was goddamn sick of the heat. Where at in Texas are you?
Little town called Big Sandy. It's near Tyler, Texas.
Which part of the state is it in? Like north, south, northern Texas?
East Texas.
Okay. When I lived in Texas, I lived about 20 miles north of Dallas. Close to the Oklahoma border.
Yeah, Dallas from here is
right
about
Tornado Alley too.
Dallas from here is about 2 hours. I think it's like 100 miles.
I got flies coming in the house now because it's getting cold outside, but they'll be dying out there pretty quick. So kill off these guys that are buzzing around me, and pretty soon they'll be dead outside too. Derek, are you near Galveston?
No. Further up than that.
Mike says that Bob just made up an excuse. He had an accident and needed to change his diaper.
Almost.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Almost. Mike understands. He's in the same.
Okay, Dallas is 110 where I'm at. If I I-20, which I-20 is that's a fun.
It's the one talking shit. There's Michael, GRB. I'll just make it.
New local Austin. Hello. Okay, you can show us your new crested geckos.
Everybody can see them except Mike.
Hey, New Oak, Austin.
Turn that around. Excuse me. Not going to be able to see them very well.
That was the nice again. It's on the coast.
They're already scared.
Yeah, that's on the coast of Texas.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Yeah, he's the one like Deo, and then I think this is the female.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while since we don't very often get blessed with Derek's presence anymore.
Nope,
Mm-hmm.
that's the truth. Did you see how my snake closure turned out, Pam?
No.
This is at 33. It's not finished yet, but I'm getting there. They're in here. There's one of them there. There are 4 of them in here somewhere. See where they dug around that plant. I got to go back and break it down and put some more dirt. I picked up some more organic soil too today to work on it some more. They've got their big heating pad under that end, and got aspen shavings. And this is their cool end. I don't know where the other 3 are. I'm sure they're under that bark and stuff, or burrowed into the soil. Yep.
Thank you.
I drop a mouse in there, they'll come running. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to name your new geckos?
Huh?
What are you going to name the new geckos?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Do they have to be named?
They should have a name, yes.
There we go.
I mean, like,
There we go. You ought to make
for
grasshopper.
pets, have names. Did Jenny Lynn say what her snake's name is?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jasper.
Jasper, I think, yeah.
Thought I'd be able to remember that because we have a Jasper, Georgia, not far from here.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says he should have Jade's tank done tomorrow.
What's taking so long, Mike? I mean, what's the new enclosure looks great. Thanks, Jenny Lynn. I'm working on it still. I've got to put some background on it.
Hi, Vibes.
Vibes Aquatics.
Buddy,
Those are good ones.
Buddy Viper suggested, I did do a little short video on that enclosure, and she suggested like you can get different scenes, like tear out scenes on papers, like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I was planning to go there too today, but I was gone so long already and had those things riding around and frozen food, and I came back. I'll try tomorrow to put on the back of this enclosure so you can't see the under the table, or I might move it up on the table. I'm not sure yet. I'm just not sure. Energy. Oh, energy mostly. Yeah. Yeah, I had this 33 for probably 2 months, maybe 3. And I knew what I was going to do with it. I just never got around to it till I finally decided enough's enough.
I've got a 30 gallon tank I need to set up. I've had it for about maybe a year now.
It's about time.
Yeah.
What are
Just
you
waiting
gonna
for the
get?
next. Well, mainly just the fish. I've got substrate already. So I'm just waiting on some extra money to get some fish and plants. And filter, I guess.
Do you have pet stores around you?
I think there's a few around me.
I bet in Texas there's a lot of them. I would bet, like Florida.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to go driving around one of these days, see if I can find some.
Do you have any idea what you're looking for?
Not anymore. Maybe try some flecos or something.
I'm just lurking. I've been taking down fish tanks, Derek, because I got into reptiles.
Oh.
And more and more into reptiles. I mean, I've been since Nathan, passed, and I got his snake. Well, actually, before that, I had that blue-tongue skink, but I've got about, I guess now, I don't know, bunch. So I needed the tanks. I didn't set up any more fish tanks, and as I have a tank, I'm emptying them. I'm down to 68 from 80. 80, I was like, that's it. I'm spending way too much time changing water.
The water changes to be a pain in the old one.
It is. It really is. I honestly don't see, besides them being pretty, what people see in geckos that much. Of course, I know these are scared. They're just sitting and doing their throat like a frog. That's all they're doing so far.
Well, you just got them.
They're drinking water now. The white one, or I need to look up and see what they are. I know what Deo is, but I can't remember. It's just like, oh, she's cute. She stuck her face in, and now she's going like, she's not drinking. She's just like, they're cute when they do something, but they don't do something much. They really don't.
Well, the price was right, and they're cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't ever say where they came from, but it was one of the pet stores in the area. I kind of got the impression that her husband may not be wanting her to be bringing home any more stuff. I don't know. She may be like with the fish. She may have just thought, well, that's that's 2 more. She said she had several of them already.
Grasshopper wants to know how Yazi's eye is doing.
He's doing pretty good. I thought he came back with me. Yazi, where are you? Yazi. Bet he went and got back on the bed when I didn't come back, straight back. I stopped and filled my coffee again. Yazi. There he is. He was in his little bed under the table. There he is. I think it's doing better. Hard to say. Hard to say. He lets me put his drop in. I just have to say, Casey wants you to have anything Casey wants, he'll do. Right, Yazi? saw a dog today on a
Mhm. Let's see. Oh,
What are you doing, Derek?
hmm. Sorry, my other people. I thought my phone was gonna.
Saw a dog somewhere today that looks just like Prinny. At first I thought, oh my God, that's Prinny. And I messaged the girl and sent her a picture of Princess. And I said, that looks just like my dog. What kind is it? I haven't heard back from her yet. Just like her. Pattern's not exactly the same, but the same color, same shape, same everything looks just like her. Got the same letters. Kind of might have some kind of herding dog in her in Chihuahua. God, what a mix. Supper's checking on you, Yazzie. There's nobody to see up there. Let me turn the check. Take the check. There they are. There they go.
I need to go check on my coffee. I think it might be ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be right back.
Maybe that'll put you in a better mood.
Behave yourself, Bob. I'm going to be listening. I'm going to drop down, but I'm just going to go throw some Fireball and coffee together.
No worries. You can't hear that typing. Can she, Yazzie? She can't hear what we type, can she? Yazzie loves Pam, Derek. Loves. He hears her voice. He has to sit up here and watch and listen to it. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what he sees in her. I tell her that all the time, but something. Yep, they're both meanies, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mike's gonna go feed his snacks.
Yeah. Let me look at the chat again. Jeannie Lynn, sorry guys, I gotta go to sleep. Flipping back on day shift on Monday. Whoa. Gotta go feed snakes.
Yeah. Switching from day to night. Oh man.
Mike's in Central.
Yes. I'll put it up in there.
Hey Dwayne. Howdy.
Okay, that should be coming in better. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Hello, Dwayne. I need to get me a new phone one of these days.
What phone are you using? What phone is it?
It's a Samsung, one of the cheap Androids.
I'm planning on keeping this one a long time. Can't think of anything they could come out with that I need or want. Do you have a tank set up now, Derek?
No. I've got one sitting that I need to set up, but
Did you say 30 gallon?
yeah.
That's you could do a lot with the 30. I've got a 29 that I had one fish in and I lost it. I have no idea what happened. It's a Cuban cichlid, a young one. It stopped eating. But
Hi, Queen.
I guess I really got 67 empty tanks.
I have coffee, yay. Coffee and cigarettes, yay.
Mm.
You know, they've been showing a lot of the Golden Girls old clips on YouTube and places since Betty White passed. And one of my favorite ones, I always think of you, Pam, is when Dorothy, you know, she's the one that's got such a sharp tongue.
Yeah.
That Rose and Blanche are starting to talk to her about something, and she's already ticked off, and she's like, wait a minute, before I answer that, let me have some coffee. And she takes a big sip, and she says, I'm not going to be judged by a slut and a moron. And then she says, oh, that must have been decaf.
My favorite line from that show was, what was the old lady's name? Dorothy's mom?
Yeah, Sophia.
Sophia, yeah, Sophia. Sophia came in the door with a trench coat on, and Dorothy was sitting there, and she says, Mom, why are you wearing a trench coat in this heat? And she said that she'd gone to a party, and one of the old men there had like squirted her with a flower, squirted her dress and got it wet, so she had come home to change because her dress was all wet. And then it shows Dorothy leaves the room, and Rose comes in, and she said, Sophia, why are you wearing a trench coat? And it just shows Sophia from the back opening up the trench coat and then shedding it and walking out of the room. And Rose is sitting there with this dumbfounded look on her face. And she says, was she naked, or did she forget to iron her dress? I love that one. That's like got to be one of my favorite moments.
They got away with so many things too.
Oh my God, yes they did.
In the 80s, no less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember, I think it was Dorothy told Blanche that when you're on top, your all your wrinkles fall forward, and there was a whole show about Blanche having a fit about that.
She was going around looking in the mirror with her head back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny.
That was a good show. I like that show. My favorite with Betty White, though, was when she did the movie Lake Placid.
Yeah.
She was absolutely great in that movie.
It's a great movie.
I still remember going, like, we got the movie. I was with Al, and we got the movie, and he loved horror movies, and I hated horror movies. So when Lake Placid came out, he bought it and brought it home, and we were sitting down to watch it, and I was thinking, oh God, another horror movie. And then the movie started, and I was like, oh my God, this is really good. I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies. I watched it a couple times just so I could try to memorize some of the insults to throw at Bob. Because that movie had some of the best insults in it.
All things fish. What's up?
Hello. So tonight's supposed to be my art stream, but we're just kind of talking because everybody's like busy this weekend. So
Yeah.
So we're just talking about whatever while I drink my Fireball and coffee.
I was doing the naked body painting, and you made me put my shirt on.
I know. Well, it was just too much, Bob.
Yes, too much.
I see you're not art appreciators.
Yeah, all things fish. I haven't been around that much either. I've been working, so been doing the weekly grind.
Yeah.
Show me an art.
Yeah.
I could show you my tattoo, but I think not.
Somebody just messaged me and I ignored it. That was dumb.
How
You
is the
remember
art?
me telling you how I got my tattoo? Did I ever tell you how I got my tattoo, Derek?
Not that I remember.
Okay, well, I decided I wanted to get a tattoo. It was after I got divorced. And I thought about it. Seriously, I wanted to get one on my butt, but I didn't want to pull my pants down to get it in the tattoo shop. So I kind of was, I almost got like in fact, my son Tucker even drew it out for me. I was going to get like a dragon on my butt. Just so when anybody asked me how I was doing, I could say I'm kind of dragging ass today. It would have been worth it, but I ended up getting one on my breast. And I was going to go like really low, but I didn't want to take my shirt off. So I wore like a tank top that I could pull down. And I picked out like what I wanted to get and everything. So I go to the tattoo shop and I'm sitting there and he starts, they like draw it first before they start doing the actual tattooing. They draw it with some ink on you. So he's like drawing the design out. And I was kind of embarrassed because I got my shirt pulled down and, you know, this guy's drawing on my breast. So it's kind of embarrassing. So I'm kind of looking around, and just to make conversation, I said to him, do you think that design's too big to look good there? And I kid you not, Derek, he stopped and he took a step back and he looked at me and he said, ma'am, you could put the Battle of New Orleans there and it wouldn't be too big. It's like, oh my God.
I guess that was a compliment.
I was like, oh my God. And then the other thing that happened with that, which I didn't think that they would do, it for some reason I had this idea that tattoo artists were kind of like doctors and they wouldn't tell people stuff. But I was working at a restaurant across from the Hallmark Inn in Moses Lake, and I worked the graveyard shift. So when all the crew would get off work at the Hallmark Inn, they would come in and have breakfast and stuff. So they all knew me, and they had like live music on Friday and Saturday nights. So I had a night off. So I went about a week later, I went over there on my night off. I went over to the Hallmark Inn for their live music and stuff. And all these guys that I knew, you know, that worked there came running up and asked me to see my tattoo.
Oh, God.
And I hadn't told anybody that I got a tattoo, so they had to have heard it from the tattoo artist.
Oh boy, that's a nice.
Ample Blossom art is sufficient, thank you.
Hey, Chief.
Oh.
And the bosom, I don't know.
I guess
Bosom, that's right, that's how you say it. Ample bosom art.
Well, you never told us what the drawing was, did you?
Oh, it's a string of flowers, blue flowers. They're Chinese forget-me-nots.
Oh.
Interesting. Does it still look good?
Yeah.
Derek wants to inspect it.
No.
No, I've just wondered how like tattoos, like how they look when people just get older.
Oh, God.
No, my bust line still fills it out.
That's good.
Now, if I would have gotten one on my ass, it might have been a different story, but I also thought about getting a pansy on my ass so I could be a pansy ass, but yeah. No, it's a little bit like, it's not like on my chest, it's actually on my bosom. So no, I'm not going to show you.
It's not YouTube appropriate.
It's not YouTube appropriate. Yeah.
People
I
go
wanted
out
to get it. I wanted to get, when I decided to get a tattoo, I was going to get it where nobody would see it unless I wanted them to see it. So it is not in a easily shown place.
Hmm.
I know when I was younger, I always wanted a tattoo. Remember, I went to a theme park and I got one of those little airbrush tattoos of a dragon around my arm.
And you might have to set up an OnlyFans after this stream.
Set up a what?
OnlyFans. Naked yoga on YouTube. I've been missing out.
I haven't found that. Probably haven't looked.
Oh, I hadn't Googled that.
That's one of Bob's channels.
No, you won't see all of this stuff flopping around.
Well, you play naked stickball out on the street.
I haven't been able to play in the last couple of years because of my knee and my hip. It's probably from playing too much naked stickball.
Nah, I'm not into yoga.
That's a good point. What did you search for to find naked yoga? It feels like that's not something you just stumble upon.
Busted. The bear I got was chubby in the 80s, but now 40 years later is skinny. Oh, the tattoo of the bear.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
My tattoo is like 27 years old, and it still looks fine, except the colors are a little bit faded from what they were when I first got it, but still pretty bright.
Welcome back, Mike.
You want to go back and read all the chat, Mike. That sounds like a 40-year midlife crisis tattoo, Pam.
40, yeah, it was right after I got divorced. It was my celebration for being able to be myself again. Hey, Daniel.
I've heard tattoos these days are expensive.
Mike has 3 tattoos.
Hey, Danielle.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really expensive now. When I got mine, I think it was like $50, but that was 27 years ago. So
For all those flowers.
I think they're like $100 or something.
and mine's pretty good size. It's probably about, it's in an L shape, so it's probably about 6 or 7 inches long if you stretched it out.
Mm-hmm. Mike says he got his first on his 50th birthday.
Never mark up your body permanently.
Mike has a tramp stamp.
Well, that's a wild night there.
I need to disperse some crickets and keep
Ah.
working. Keep working.
I think all my kids have at least one tattoo. It's kind of everybody does it now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yeah,
you
it's
did.
it's a more popular thing now.
I know my son Tucker has like a Celtic weave going around both of his arms, and then he added some runes going down the inside of his arms. So I don't know what they say, but he does.
Uh,
Jesus, Joseph, Mary. One of the little gargoyles got in the hive in the cave.
Oh, they squeezed in?
One of them did. The speckled one. He's looking at her, flexing his eyebrows like, come on in, baby.
You need to put another hide in there for the female.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll take one of those plants out that they don't care for anyway. I'm gonna give them some.
I'm just gonna my arm's sad too.
See if they're interested.
See you later, Vibes. Thanks for stopping by.
Still there, vibes.
Like I say, this is normally my art stream, but there's too many people gone to the Keystone Clash this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just doing a stream, and we'll probably cut it a little bit short since there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, I thought I saw Mike or Rico and Ed streaming.
Yeah, Rico and Ed, and who else did I see there? Lefty and
I know Daniken was going.
Steven was there. Hi, Kat.
I think he was going, but I could not. Not sure. Hello, Kat.
And Skipper was there.
Skipper.
Susie was there.
Susie was there. Yeah, I saw her there. So a lot of streamers are at the Keystone Clash this weekend. So it's kind of a quiet weekend.
That's about to end.
Now, does it go through Sunday, or are they heading home tomorrow?
I don't know. I think it started Friday.
Hmm.
Yeah, we ended up canceling the reptile. We have a reptiles on Friday nights, but we ended up canceling it because everybody was gone. But I decided to at least have like a short stream tonight, even though there's a lot of people missing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, when I worked at Disneyland, I had my tattoo one night. Because Disneyland, when you sign up to work for Disneyland, they have some some dress codes, like you can't have earrings bigger than a dime and no tattoos showing and stuff like that. So I had been assigned to work a special event, which was the red carpet affair for the Pirates of the Caribbean movie when it opened up.
Ooh, wow.
So all week long, when you get like once a week, you get the list of places that you're working. And then behind the scenes, they have like employee stores and restaurants and all kinds of stuff that the public doesn't see. And there's a costume department, and you find out where you're working for the week, you get your schedule, and then you go get the costumes that you're going to need for the week. So I was signed up to work for the Pirates of the Caribbean, so I went to get my costume with the other ones, and they didn't have them yet. So I was like, okay, so this was like Monday. So every day on my way out, I stopped by costumes, and they still didn't have them and didn't have them and didn't have the outfits and didn't have the outfits. So Friday came, and I came in to work it, and I still didn't have an outfit. I came an hour early, and they were just getting them off the truck. I mean, the truck was backed up, and they were just getting the outfits off the truck.
Oh, wow.
So I waited a little bit, and I went and asked the guy that worked in there, you know, if I could get my outfit for the Pirates of the Caribbean that night. So he gives me my outfit, and like I said, I came to work not knowing what I was going to be wearing. So the outfit was like a black pair of baggy pants and a purple sash, and then a white pirate shirt, real billowy pirate shirt. And I went in the dressing room and put it on, and the damn shirt was see-through. And I had worn a black lace bra, plus I had my tattoo. And they showed perfectly. So I folded up my street clothes, and I stepped out of the dressing room like with my street clothes held up against my chest. And the costumes guy, he said, "You look great." And I said, "I need an undershirt." And he says, "No, you look fantastic." And I just like lowered down my street clothes. Red, and he says, "I'll get you an undershirt."
It's like, you need an undershirt.
Yes, I needed an undershirt. And if you don't know, black people can blush, because that costumes guy was blushing. But that whole show kind of sucked. And, I mean, it was lots of movie stars and shit, but who did I see that night? I saw Nick Nolte, and he looks rougher in person than he does in the movies. I mean, that guy looks like he's been hung out wet to dry, let me tell you. And the gal that played on Married with Children, the wife on Married with Children, and she was a bitch. I didn't like her at all.
Wow.
And I don't know, there's a bunch of people. I saw what's his name? The guy that played Captain the pirate. What is his name? I forget now. My mind went blank. Anyway, I saw him, but he was totally surrounded by bodyguards.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that figures.
But they had the movie set up for like, they had like all the movie stars invited, and hi Crown Tail, and
Hello, Crown Tail.
producers and all that, and the whole crew that was on, and everybody that was in the movie and all that stuff, right? And they had a big movie screen set up on Tom Sawyer's Island, and then across the water they had like set up a big stage area, a big seating area, like bleachers and stuff. So while the movie was showing, I think it was like a 2-hour movie or something, while it was showing, we weren't allowed to make a single noise. We had to be super quiet, and we were not even allowed to take any breaks.
What?
Yeah. And I wanted a cigarette really bad, but they wouldn't even let us step out through the gate into the employees area and take a break. So we had to just stand there. And then when everything was over, about 11 o'clock at night, when it was over, they told us to take our half an hour lunch and our 2 15-minute breaks before we clocked out. And this was like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm not going to sit on my ass for an hour waiting for the time to click away at 11 o'clock at night. So I clocked out and went home. And then I called them the next day to tell them what I did, so they could, because the lunch hour and the breaks are paid. So I called to tell them so they could put it back on my time. And I asked them, I said, please do not schedule me for any more special events. And the girl says, oh, but the special events, you get to see all the movie stars and everything. And I was like, I don't give a shit. They're just like people with fancy jobs. I don't care. And she says, well, that's why we want you working special events. I was like, crap. But I worked a lot of special events, and that was the worst one as far as working it and them not letting you take any breaks and all that shit. It was like, it was a long night. It was a long night. But my girls were visiting that weekend, and when you work at Disneyland, you get like 13 times a year you can get like yourself and up to 6 people in for free. So I had like been using my free time to get the girls in while I was at work, so they could go to Disneyland, you know, and do all the rides and stuff while I was working. So they were having a lot of fun, but that day they couldn't, because, you know, I had to work the special events and it was going to be super late and stuff. But I got a whole bunch of their fake gold coins and necklaces and all that shit that I gave the girls when I got home, so they were happy. You know, in the treasure chest, we had treasure chests all over the place, and I got to take a bunch of that crap home and give it to the girls, so for souvenirs.
Cool.
Hey, Reels, thanks.
Hey, Reels.
Seen him in a long time. You said they had a movie screen set up on Tom Sawyer Island?
Yeah, they set up the movie screen on Tom Sawyer's Island.
I didn't know Tom Sawyer had an island.
And then across the water, they had the seating for everybody. That's where they do the laser light show too. During the summertime, every weekend they have a laser light show, and they do it on Tom Sawyer Island.
Huh. I didn't know he had an island.
And one time I had to work that, and that was a pain in the ass too, because they put me working security.
Ooh.
And to watch the laser show, the best seats in the house are in the seating area for the Riverboat Queen restaurant. So they had me work security, and they had me guard the gate of the best seating to watch the show and make sure that nobody entered unless they had food. So people would like get their dinner and then go grab a seat and just hang on to it so they could sit there and watch the show. That was the deal. But everybody wanted to like leave one guy to hold their seats while they went and got their food, and I couldn't do it because everybody wanted to do it. So I had some people mad at me over that.
Ooh.
But most people were understanding. But this lady came in and she walked right past me and she went and sat down with a guy
Hmm.
at a small table, and I was like close enough to where I could hear their conversation, and it hit me right away that she wasn't with him. He didn't know her. And she just walked in and grabbed a seat at his table, so that she could watch the show there. So I went over and asked the guy if he would like me to have her leave, and he said, yes, please. And she was like high on something, but oh
man.
my God, she called me every name that you could think of, and a lot of them you'd never dream of.
Hmm.
And was yelling and screaming and trying to hit me, and I ended up having to call for some big guys for backup to come get her out of there, and it was just like really a lot of fun. Fun.
Happy belated birthday, Reels.
Oh, happy birthday, Reels. Hi, Chew. You turned 53 yesterday. You're still a young kid.
Hello, Chew.
Putting another corn snake in this thing is why I have the camera off.
Oh, I thought maybe you needed to change your Depends again.
I'm not wearing any. I'm using them up too quick sitting here on Livestream, so I just decided not to use any.
Oh, you're just sitting on a bunch of newspaper and paper towels?
That's it. Can't afford those Depends, not the ones that hold anything.
Kiwi, hello. More child abductions happen in and around Disneyland. I'm not too surprised, but seems like most people will be smart enough to hang on to their kids when it's like crowded all the time there.
I've been following the sheriff. I forget if it's Tampa or where, but anywhere down near there, and they do like a weekly or every 2 week news thing, and they always break up these trafficking rings and drug rings and all kinds of things, and they get a lot of people that work at Disney in their trap, and they show their picture and where they work and all that, and
Wow.
a lot of pedophiles. Yeah, I'll send you the link to his channel. To that.
It seems like it might be easier. There's Disney World in Florida. Well, Disneyland, of course, is older, but like everything's behind the walls. Like when you go into Disneyland, there's walls everywhere, like separating the different sections and stuff. And all of the employee stuff is behind the walls. There's like a whole another city that people don't know about that's behind the walls with shops and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But at Disney World, it's all underground. All the shops and all the employee stuff is in tunnels underneath the park.
Wow. Yeah.
And did you know that in Disneyland, in the not in the riverboat area, it's in the riverboat area. In the shops and stuff there's an unmarked door. Doesn't have any markings on it at all on one of the sides of the buildings. And if you go through that door, there's a whole club upstairs. It's got saunas and restaurants and spa stuff and all kinds of gym and it's like an exclusive club, and the movie stars and stuff, when they go in the park, they'll go in there. But at the time that I worked there, which was like about 15 years ago, at that time it was $40,000 a year to join that club.
Wow.
$40,000 a year.
Club 33. Yeah, I read
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, Club 33. Okay. Interesting.
Or video or something.
Hmm.
It's in the New Orleans section of Disneyland. There's just an unmarked door on one of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it's the only place in Disneyland, the only restaurant where you're allowed to get tips. And I guess the people at work there get really good tips. But it's kind of like sought after, so you have to work there a long time before you get allowed to work there.
Yeah.
I didn't work there.
I'd say they didn't want you in there, Pam.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, they better be tipping good if they're paying affording to pay $40,000 a year.
Yep, just to belong to it. Yep.
You have to be
Now I'm
nice
sure
to
it's a whole lot more. It's probably at least double that by now.
Oh yeah, triple probably.
them. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, and she made the under 18 women's team.
3 broken bones. Oh no. Oh, that sucks.
Ouch.
And you have to have a sparkling personality. I can sparkle for a lot of money. So they're handing me a lot of money and I'll sparkle.
Hmm.
I'll be the friendliest fucking person in Disneyland.
I make a lot of money. I'll go build a bed.
Reputation precedes you there, Pam.
Oh. Hmm.
I know it's all dressed up for I think it was a riverboat restaurant, which was like a long blue dress with a white petticoat over the top and lots of ruffles and stuff. And a big ribbon in my hair and everything. And I had these little kids come up and ask me if I was a princess. I was like, oh, can you go home with me? Can I take you home with me?
The queen of mean.
Hmm.
Who was that? The queen of mean. That was that lady that did the real estate. She's dead now.
Huh?
Who was that lady?
I don't know.
I don't know. Tucker sent me something the other day about the Queen of Canada. She's
Yeah.
the self-proclaimed Queen of Canada.
Oh,
She has a big travel trailer that she travels around with. She's originally from the Philippines, but she's the real Queen of Canada.
all right.
I thought Canada belonged to Queen Elizabeth.
Well, the new little snake made it from one end of this 33 to the other without being attacked by the other 4. But one of them, the one that always fights the big ones for food, is out. We watch it.
Evil stepmother.
Yep, that's me. You want an apple?
Hmm. That was the witch, wasn't it?
Leona
That was the
Hemsley.
evil stepmother in Snow White.
That's who it was, Leona Hemsley. Remember that? The Queen of Mean. She's the one that bought all the real estate back when Donald Trump, before he was so wealthy, and she was always buying real estate, and she was mean. She was a slum lord. She's in the news a lot. I think I even read a paperback back then about her.
Okay, guys. Well, what do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a night?
If you're ready.
It's kind
My
of slow
phone's about to die.
and half our crew's
I'm,
gone. And what do you think?
I'm on 8% battery on my phone, so.
What do you think, Bob?
Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna feed my fish when you stop. So
Okay, well, I think we'll go ahead and call it a night. But I'm going to, oh, everybody that's here Wednesday night, Dan is going to be in Denver and is not going to be doing his stream. So I'm going to start my Wednesday night stream at 7 o'clock my time. So the same time that Dan usually starts his stream, I'm going to do my Wednesday night stream. And I got some stuff for a small auction and just plan on having fun. And I might even go through like do a 3 or 4 hour stream. We'll see how much fun we're having. So everybody have a good night and thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'll see all you guys Wednesday night. Bye.
bye.
All right. See y'all later.